We have Katie Pavlich, editor for townhall.com and Fox News contributor, and Joe Concha, media columnist for The Hill and also Fox News contributor. People of a certain age know the play. Fiorello, you may have recognized the lyrics, the little tin box.
No.
There's a couple of tin boxes I want to talk about with the two of you. One of them is a tin yacht owned by Vladimir Putin. We have sanctioned him. NATO, Europe has sanctioned him. It's sitting off the shore of Italy, off the coast of Italy. Its Russian crew has left in protest. We should seize it. We should just seize it and create a proper narrative that not only Vladimir Putin is a war criminal, he is a kleptomaniac, he is corrupt, he has stolen money from the Russian working folks for 25 years, right? What's wrong with that, Katie Pavlich? I ask you, why doesn't Biden do that?
First, I think Broadway's back, right? So they should have you come over for a set, given your performance that we have. Friday entertainment, exactly. Look, the Italians were trying to get a carve-out when the sanction talk started initially about a month and a half ago for luxury goods because they wanted to continue to have the Russians buying their luxury goods. I don't have much faith that they'll be willing.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they tried to get a carve-out for luxury goods from the Italians. Eventually they came around and the sanctions went into place. However, this ship, this yacht, this tin box you talk about is sitting off the coast of Italy. I've heard that it has bad furniture, according to you. But I will say, if President Trump were still in office,
yes.
A, this wouldn't be happening, or B, they would seize the yacht and President Trump would fly to Italy and hold a press conference on the yacht about why they seized it.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. What do you think, Joe?
He would rename the boat also. I thought about this story in the commercial break. It would be called Yet Worth, right? N-Y-E-T. And Trump would just do that reassuring smile, and that would be that.
That's very good.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with, like, short guys in power, right? You go all the way back to Napoleon, but Kim Jong-un is 5'3". Vladimir Putin, he's only 5'4".
Right.
Right? He's like Dustin Hoffman. And this guy now, he's a lot like Kim Jong-un in the sense where if you do sanctions, the population suffers. They're the ones who don't get the food, and they're the ones who don't get the goods. But as long as Vladimir is comfortable, he's going to have the palace in Sochi, and he's going to have this yacht. I thought Redford's yacht in Decent Proposal, I watched it last night. I thought that was impressive, but this thing is, it's got golden toilets, literally.
Whose proposal?
What's that? Indecent Proposal. Robert Redford, Demi Moore, and young Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Cheesy but good.
So, actually, cheesy but good. But, that's what Trump would have done. I mean, it's important to create a narrative that Putin is a crook.
Right.
And he's like an oligarch. He's worked in public life, for 3 decades. And it's just not like smoking. I quit smoking for a couple of months and I put it into a little tin cup. And now I have this $700 million yacht. And he's estimated to have $200 billion worth of assets around. He has stolen from Russian working folks. Why aren't we really getting that narrative out?
Well, the narrative can't get out, first of all, in Russia because they have cut off the internet, essentially. They banned Facebook, Instagram. The news is controlled by the Russian media, which is state-owned media. But in terms of having an effect, as you mentioned, this has an effect on the people who live in Russia. And the only thing they're hearing is that it's the United States' fault that they are going to be starving and having no economic opportunity, while the United States continues and Europeans to continue to fund what actually is causing Putin to continue to be able to fund this war is that we haven't put sanctions on the oil and gas industry and the energy industry, and it seems like they have no plans to do so. And even if they do, it won't be until June of this summer. And so, they can hit Putin where they think it counts. They've tried to do that with the ruble, bringing it down to being worth basically nothing. But I don't think he, quite frankly, cares much about his assets being seized or those of his friends when he's still getting billions of dollars every month for the oil and the gas.
It would open up all this conversation. We have to really focus on his role as an oligarchical, kleptomaniacal, corrupt guy who's stealing from the people of Russia.
Well, he is.
It's an important narrative that we haven't done because Joe Biden, I fear, is afraid of Putin. He's intimidated by Putin. Joe Concha, before we run out of time, there's another little tin box we're talking about. Among other things, $31 million for the Biden family from China investment funds. And we really don't know much whether that has stopped, whether they have divested. How much of that little tin box did Papa Biden, a.k.a. President Biden, get, Joe? What you thinking about this? This could have changed the whole presidential election.
Oh, completely. And the problem is that we have a media that has lost its curiosity gene when it comes to investigating Hunter Biden, right? And even after the New York Times last week finally verified the laptop and its contents, CBS Evening News, NBC Nightly News, ABC World News Tonight didn't cover it one bit. And even when the Times did verify it, you had to go down 24 paragraphs to find that, oh, yes, the laptop is real. So if this were Donald Trump Jr. or Eric Trump, believe you me, cable news would go from 24/7 to 25/8 in terms of hours and days that would cover this. But he is the third rail of journalism. It's like he's protected. And as long as this goes on and you don't have a media that's going to hold the Bidens to account, he might get away with it.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, will anybody explore the Biden's little tin box? I mean, it's out there. It's a big story.
I think Democrats, maybe, if they want to replace Joe Biden in 2024 with someone else, you will be seeing more about what Hunter Biden's dealings are in the current benefits that the Biden family is having. We do know still that Hunter Biden is not fully divested from companies in China connected to the Chinese Communist Party. We also know, and there was a New York Post reporter in the briefing, I believe it was last week, who asked the question about Hunter Biden got a $3.5 million check from the widow of the former mayor of Moscow. And she's an oligarch. She is the richest woman in Russia. She made billions of dollars off the backs of the Russian people by being corrupt while her husband was the mayor of Moscow. It just so happens that she has not been sanctioned yet. And he asked if there's a conflict of interest there when it comes to the Biden family interests, whether they are current or prior, in terms of how they can carry out American foreign policy as a result of those dealings. And that was always the question. You know, people say, well, why are you attacking Hunter Biden? First of all, he's an adult, and it's a legitimate question to ask.
Yeah.
The second thing was the issue is not Hunter Biden. It's how Joe Biden was complicit in being 10% for the big guy, which was him, according to these emails, and how he would then govern and make decisions for the country based on what the obligations they may have to foreign countries like Russia and China.
And Joe, the big guy, got 10%.
Right.
I want to know, first of all, how much 10% was. Remember, this laptop covers 2010 to 2017. Biden was in office most of that time. And I'd like to know whether the big guy is still getting any money from these investments as his president of the United States. I don't think anybody knows that. I don't think they know yes. I don't think they know no. But I think somebody's got to. So we have two tin boxes here. One's a tin box and one's a tin yacht. But in the spirit of the Fiorello show, they're both tin boxes. And they just, can I, do I go out on this? The city pays you slightly less than $50 a week, yet you purchased a private yacht. I mean, this guy who wrote Fiorello deserves the forecasting year of the century, for Christ's sakes.
Absolutely.
He did this. I believe this show was in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
City pays you. Remember, Putin's been on the public payroll for how many decades? From St. Petersburg to the city pays you slightly less than $50 a week, yet you've purchased a private yacht.
Yeah. Well, in Russia, the only way you get rich is if you're corrupt, and Vladimir Putin knows that very well.
What the hell country is that, Joe?
We were born in the 80s. We're not familiar with this play. Discussing it during the break. Oh, by the way, apathetic media,
People
true.
of a certain age.
But come November, Larry, there will be a red tsunami. And when Republicans take back the House, then I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more investigation by those lawmakers, but not until then.
No, I think you're absolutely right. The cavalry's coming, and they're going to look into it. Yes. Well, thank you. Katie Pavlich. Thank you. Joe Concha.
Great singing job.
Outstanding.
Excellent.